Hey Transformer fans, Exile Prime here, back with a new Legacy review, and this is going to be on Wave 1, Autobot, Skids. Starting off with the box, we have Transformers, we got Generations, Takara Tomy. Down below we got that nice box art of the alt mode, looks fantastic, nice representation. Transformers Legacy, Autobot, Skids. Over here we got the nice head sculpt, very G1. Down below we get an idea of what the robot mode is going to look like. It looks very cool just from this artwork. On the back of the box you have robot mode, 14 steps into alt mode, and you also get one of those Energon gimmick weapons plus his G1 weapons. Looks great. On the other side we got Legacy, Transformers Authentic, and top of the box you got Legacy. So that's it for the box. Let's take a look at the alt mode. It does capture that cartoon G1 likeness to Skids. It does remind me of the Honda City Turbo. Looks great. Nice Autobot logo right there on the hood. Nice grille. Nice headlights. They painted them. Looks good. Painted down here as well for the fog lights. I believe that's what they are. That's what I would assume. The nice rims, they got some detail, but it's missing a piece right there pretty much. When it comes to budget, this is what they got to come up with. But overall the back looks a little bit better, a little bit more cleaned up, but the pin is still there. But I like the back wheels versus the front wheels. The paint, the red and the silver going across, and obviously got the rest of that blue pops for this vehicle. You got the nice sunroof and translucent plastic there. Translucent plastic for the windshield as well, and the side doors. Here's supposed to be this as well, but that's just going to be solid plastic. On the back you got the molded detail. Looks great. Toy Hacks is going to have a lot of fun cleaning this up. Looks good. Down below it cleans up really well. You can still see Skid's head right there poking out. Looks fantastic. So overall I think they did a good job with this vehicle mode. Here we have Transformers Legacy Velocitron Clampdown next to Legacy Skids. Here we have Siege Prime, Skids, Voyager, and Deluxe. Just give a side-by-side comparison there. Scales really well. Taking a look at the accessories. Starting with this one, we got the Twin Electron Blaster. Nice trademark weapon for Skids. Looks great. This is Blast Effect compatible. I showed that off in one of my previous videos. Nice silver paint and molded detail there. Taking a look at the liquid nitrogen rifle. As I bump my camera a little bit there, but this weapon is not Blast Effect compatible. But you can combine them underneath here. Peg hole. Get on the triple barrel weapon. Line that up. And you can store them right here on top. There we go. Nice look for Skids. Taking a look at the new Energon axe, or as a rifle, depending on how you want to use it. It is Blast Effect compatible. Now it doesn't want to cooperate on camera. There we go. So you can do that, or you can use it as an axe, whichever you prefer. But it's one of those new gimmick weapons for this Legacy line, which I find to be pretty cool. And if you want to store it up here, you can store it up here to get a pretty cool looking a lot of weapons going at once here on the roof, or there's peg holes on the side here on both the car, and you can just separate them and combine them that way if you want. So you can put this over here, store it. You can put the axe, well that doesn't really work, but you can put the axe up here, oh, this way, I'm sorry, just for storage. That still looks pretty cool as well. Kind of gives the car like a mohawk kind of look. Pretty neat. Starting with the transformation now. You're gonna go underneath, you're gonna fold the back tires in, fill in his feet. Then you're gonna come over here, gonna pop the doors. There we go. I'm going to pop right here very carefully just to free this up. There's 2 tabs right here. It's really in there. It's real hard to see. Right near my fingernail. And then there's the holes right here on the above, and it just collapses in, tabs in, and locks this whole thing in. It makes it very compact. Very cool what they decided to do here with this figure. Then you're just gonna pull back on this. This is gonna extend his legs. But now it gets a little weird in here because his crotch is right there. It's like folded up in there. It's real hard to see. So what we're going to do, we're going to free his arms up just to get them out of the way. Then we're going to take his back legs. Gotta get your hands in here a little bit because it's on this hinge in there. It's hard to really show this off, but you see where I'm kind of going for. I'm trying to pull this out. There we go. And you kind of just guide it in, straighten them out. Looks good. Okay. Then you're going to finish up his feet and separate them. There's 2 tabs right here. Tabs in that hole and that hole right there. You stand him up at this point. I'm going to free his arms out. Just get him out of the way. Going to bring this down. Lock him in. Oh, there's that crotch piece again, so you just want to make sure you don't do that. There we go. Then you're going to readjust his arms. You can put them any way you want, or how you feel about it. Oh, that one's backwards. There we go. Sorry about that. And we're going to turn his arm. Looking good. Now you can leave this down like this, or you can bring it up a little bit just to show that off. I just like to leave it right about there. No big deal. As long as you get to see those doors kind of flap open a little bit, that looks good enough to me for what I'm looking for. Now you got that Energon axe or gun. I prefer just use that as an axe. I think that's pretty neat to give them that type of weaponry. And you can bring the dual wielding weapons in. Got his trademark weapons combined, and he looks absolutely awesome. Robot mode. Overall, it does capture that nice G1 inspired Skids. I think they did a really good job with him for Legacy. There's a lot of translucent plastic here. That's just going to be the new thing, continuing moving forward with the budgets and everything. But as long as you're careful with it, it's not so bad. They even added a lot of detail on the inside for the door panels and everything, which is pretty darn cool for them to do that. This piece, you can bring it up a little bit if you want, or you can bring it all the way down, whatever you prefer. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I think it just looks pretty cool this way, just to show off all that translucent plastic behind them and that blue, like a little bit of a glow. Pretty neat. The chest and everything is obviously the front of the vehicle. Looks good. Got that nice Autobot logo there. Looks fantastic. Head is on a ball joint. Looks good. You can do a full 360, but for the transformation, it has to be just like this to convert. Shoulder-wise, he's got some range, and mine, this hinge right here, right in here, is very loose, so it's really wonky. So I just got to make sure always kind of tighten it up right about there. This one is actually really like super tight, but they did a good job. But you can get a full 360 with the door out of the way for the shoulder. You get bicep swivel there, more than 90 degrees with the elbow as well. You get wrist articulation, really tight wrists, but you can get a full 360 there as well. Waist, you can get full 360 as well. We're just going to go like this, but you can definitely get that. You can get almost a split. He gets pretty darn close. I think it's due to how his legs are right here. Kind of prevents that a little bit, but he gets pretty good range. That's good enough to me. Knee bend is 90 degrees. You still get the thigh swivel as well. A lot of hollowness in his legs. So third party will definitely have to help out with that if you're interested. Articulation in the feet. He can break ankles. Looks great. And obviously I like how that wheel just comes down, folds in, and gets peg holes for his feet as well. I think that's a nice touch there. But you can put his feet on, you can have a little bit of wheels up like that, and kind of can roll around a little bit like that. Here is Transformers Legacy Skids next to Velocitron Legacy Clampdown. Here we have Autobot Skids next to Siege Prime. Nice scaling. Then we got Kingdom Waspinator next to Autobot Skids. Final verdict on Transformers Legacy Autobot Skids. Honestly, where could I put this figure? How could I categorize this? Overall, I think the articulation is all there. I think they did a really good job with that. The money worth, $24.99 for a deluxe. Well, that's the new standard. I can't really complain about that. I think it's definitely worth a pickup. Presentation, they definitely capture that not so known Autobot. So, pretty good there too. Accessories, he gets his 2 trademark weapons. So how could I go against that? Plus an Energon gimmick weapon for Legacy. That's not bad. So I would say it's just going to be an average figure overall. I really like it, but I can't really scale it any higher than average. So I would say it's definitely not a waste of money. It's definitely worth picking up and seeing if you like it or not. I think the transformation, everything, where you compact it into the car can be a little frustrating at times. So sometimes you may have to set it down and walk away and then go back to it, because with all this back here being all translucent plastic, and you got these 2 translucent plastic tabs, you got to line that up. That's where you can possibly break this thing. So as long as you be very careful with it, you won't have an issue. But over time, I don't see this thing holding up very well. But that's just my opinion. Hopefully I'm completely wrong on that. So I think it's still a pretty cool figure, but I don't think this is going to be for everybody. But so far, I think Legacy Wave 1 has still been very good, very positive overall. So that's going to be it for the review. And thank you for stopping by. If you happen to make it to the end of this video, I'd just like to say, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I'm getting closer to 500 subs. I greatly appreciate that. And maybe give me a thumbs up. And also, hit that notification bell to be notified when I put up new Transformer content. So, thank you, and take care.